Friends, and welcome to this video. This is January's studio vlog, and I just wanted to give a little intro before we get into it. So first off, the beginning footage is actually from the time between Christmas and New Year's. I had a lot of footage for December because of the craft fair, and so I decided to break it off a little bit. Otherwise that video would have probably been about an hour long or more than an hour long, and that seemed a bit excessive. So I added this to here because I had a feeling January I wouldn't have a lot of footage, and that seems to be the case. I think today is the 17th, so we're more than halfway through January and I've done basically nothing this month. But the reason for that is that I actually ended up going to Portland for a wedding, and because Thomas was in the wedding, we went down early for the rehearsal, and so we had the rehearsal and then we had a New Year's Eve party, and then the next day we had the actual wedding itself. And after the wedding, we started getting texts that people were testing positive for COVID. Thankfully, I didn't start feeling bad until I got home, but I did end up with COVID, and so I was out for a week. Basically just didn't do anything but lay on the couch and watch Netflix and sleep. So that's why I haven't really done much. And then the second week I was still kind of working on feeling better and working from home and stuff like that. So I just haven't really taken the time to do any art. I'm hoping this next week I'll start trying to get back into the groove of things and establishing my habits and routines once again now that I'm feeling much better. I still don't know if I'm going back to work because they say I have to have a negative test result, but people who have had COVID have been testing positive for like weeks, if not months, after getting it, and so we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, that's my little intro for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hi friends, it is the 26th, the day after Christmas, and it is snowing. I am working on figuring out my Cricut. I got it set up so it's turned on and everything, but I don't know how to do anything with it really. So I'm trying to learn how to print stickers because realistically that's what I'll be using it for the most. I did print this little thing. They make you do just like a random thing when you first turn it on and get it set up. So that's what I'm working on. I'm going to try to make some stitch stickers, but I need to figure out getting it printed and then cut out. It has been sort of a difficult process, I think, because my stitch was such a complicated outline design. They do have something that will automatically apply an outline, but it was too complicated for it to do that. So then I had to go modify the image in Procreate and add my own outline that was like a little bit simpler, and then it was fine. So I'm hoping it'll work. So now I need to print it and make sure it's good quality, and I'm going to do that on regular computer paper before I attempt to print on the vinyl sticker paper because I don't want to waste paper. So we're going to try that. We're going to try to print. This is going to be an adventure. This is my view as I work on things. I think when I woke up this morning there was like 2-ish inches of snow. I didn't actually go out and measure. I'm thinking I might go out and play in the snow sometime today or tomorrow. It's supposed to last for a while, so we'll see. But it's kind of nice to just enjoy the atmosphere of snow coming down. It's really pretty. Okay, I printed it on paper, so this is what we have, and I'm going to test cutting it. It took me a few tries because originally I changed the file size before exporting it, and then the image just looked really bad, like really blurry. And then I forgot to flatten the layers, and so it didn't look great. And now I did that, and I think it looks okay. So we're gonna attempt to cut this now. If you guys want, let me know if you want a sticker making tutorial for the Cricut. Probably won't come for another month or two if you guys want it, just because I need to figure it out for myself. But if you want to know what I find helpful in the way that I am personally doing things, let me know. Okay, I'll hit go. Let's hope this works. Let's also test whether or not I have enough clearance in the back of this. Okay, I'm going to try this again, because if you see, like, look how close this is. It looks like just a little bit off and it's fatter on this end, and that's not how it is in the image. I think I need to do a calibration, so I'm going to attempt to do that. and then we'll try again. I'm sure my troubleshooting is thrilling footage, but this is how you do a calibration. And it should cut this box out perfectly. I really am getting my steps in, going back and forth from upstairs with my Cricut and downstairs to my printer. I'm kind of tempted to move the printer upstairs into the studio, but I just don't know where I would put it. Likewise, I could put it downstairs, but I don't think the cord would reach to the computer, and again, I don't know where I'd put it. Okay, this is the moment of truth, whether or not it'll cut properly. I hope it works, because otherwise I have to do the calibration again. Okay, I say this looks pretty good. Like, it looks even. I love it. Okay, so now let's try to make the real thing. This is just paper, so I need to peel all this off. Also, this is gonna get so much cat hair on it. So if you have any tips for like cleaning these, if that's possible, other than just like picking individual hairs off, let me know. Okay, so I had this concern. Looks like I was right to have this concern. The design printed great and it cut, however, it didn't cut all the way through. So I think instead of using the default setting, I need to have it press harder to cut it. I'm gonna try to recut it, but that could be a disaster. We'll see. Okay, so I tried doing it again with a higher pressure setting and it sort of worked, but as you can see, like it still didn't cut all the way through. I kind of had to tear it off. So I'm gonna try it again using a sticker setting, which I didn't realize existed. I guess you can hit more materials and there's stickers there. I'm just hoping their stickers are this thick. And then I still did more pressure just to try to get it to cut all the way through. So we'll see if that works. Okay, we have success. The sticker setting, a shocker, is a setting you should use if you're cutting stickers. But I think it looks pretty good. So now I just need to do some research into materials and stuff that I want to use and print in the future and buy those. But for now, I'll just be using the ones that I got for Christmas. But I think it looks really cute. Hey friends, I'm just here to do a little unboxing. I just didn't feel like doing a full video on this unboxing, so I'm just going to kind of incorporate it into the studio vlog. So I just bought myself a new camera. It's the Sony ZV-1, and I bought it because I want some equipment for vlogging that isn't just my phone. Realistically, I will still be using my phone for some things, mostly like if I go out and about and I'm traveling, or if I forget to have my camera or my camera battery is charging or something, I'll still probably use it here and there, but I really just wanted a camera because the thing is with the phone, the front-facing camera, like if you were to take a selfie or film video where you can see what's happening, the quality isn't as good as if you use the back camera. But a lot of filming, especially like what I'm doing right now, I like to be able to see what is on the screen so that I know if I'm in frame or anything. So that's why I wanted to get a camera. So this is what it looks like inside the box. I'm a little bit annoyed because I did actually order the white one off Amazon and they shipped me the black one, but I don't feel like dealing with returning it and getting a new one. So we're just gonna keep it. And after doing the live streaming for the wedding, that vlog will be up, I think, after this one. I think having black is actually kind of nice because if I do an event like that again or anything, the white would stand out a lot, where black kind of blends into the background. So I guess it's fine. So this is the camera. This is what it looks like. Hopefully we'll start getting better quality video from now on. And it's also just nice to have multiple cameras if I want to see multiple angles of things. I have my DSLR, but it's not good for certain things. Like, it's just heavy, so it's not easy to carry around and take with me. This one will be a lot easier because it's just smaller. And then the camera came with this little thing, which I believe just clips on and it helps with the audio. So yeah, it looks like there's this little piece right here that slides off. And then this slides on just like that. And the mic, I think, is this part right here. And so we're adding this muff on there to help avoid hearing things like the wind and just make the sound a little bit better. That is part of why I bought this camera, because it is supposed to have decent audio. And while my phone has okay audio, this should be better. And my DSLR audio is really not good unless I connect the mic, but the mic that I currently have downstairs for when I do voiceovers on my computer, so it's not the easiest to like carry around and stuff. And then we have our little battery. I will probably end up buying a backup battery at some point, simply because if it dies and I still feel like filming something, I don't have to recharge it. I don't know if there's any charge in it at the moment. Can I figure out how to close this? Oh, there's a lock. There we go. I don't know if this will turn on. Where's the power button? Oh, okay, so the power button kind of gets hidden underneath here. The power button's actually like right here, I think. But I don't know that the battery has any charge. So I'm gonna need to charge the battery. And then we have this little thing right here, which is pretty standard on cameras, so you can put it on a tripod and stuff. Oh, it does have a charge. I just turned it on, but because my screen was facing the other way, I didn't notice it, and I assumed that the lens would actually do something. So it asks for your language, obviously English. Then we can enter our time. I honestly don't care about it having the date and time. Like, that's not something that matters to me. Oh, there we go. And it's supposed to be able to focus pretty fast, I think. Oh yeah, I also need to put a memory card in here. That would probably help. And the battery is super, super low. You can kind of see that. I still am unclear on how I'm supposed to charge it, so I guess I'm gonna go figure that out right now. Okay, so update on the camera. I guess you charge the battery pack by using this cord and connecting it to the camera, and it charges while it's in the camera, which is kind of weird. I'm wondering if there's a way to charge it outside of the camera, because that kind of seems like it defeats the purpose of having multiple batteries at some point. Okay, so it is connected to my laptop. I'm just doing it this way because it's easier than me finding a plug with this, which I know I have around the house, but I'd have to unplug stuff. So this is what I'm going to do for now. It might charge a little slower, but I don't plan on using it today. And you see it's orange, which means it's charging. I think once it turns green, that would mean that it's done charging. I will say it's hard to see this light if you have the little like wind muff thing on, this guy. It kind of hides it. Oh, now I can't even get it on. So like, I couldn't even tell that it was lit up. But if you move this fur back, I think you can maybe see a little bit. I'd say that's the only downside of this thing, is it does cover that button. Oh. Am I recording? I think I'm recording. Hi friends. I just thought it might be kind of fun to film this, even though it's not really art related. It's happening in the studio, so I figured I'd film. I bought a plant. Let me grab it. This guy, I bought a pothos, which is toxic to cats, and so it will be shelved up high where my cats can't get to it. But there is a lot happening in here. Like, I feel like this could be multiple plants, and the roots are about ready to bust out of this pot. So I got a bigger pot, and then I also got this little tiny pot. And I'm gonna try to transfer some of it into here and maybe put it in my bathroom. I found that the only rooms in my house that get enough light to keep plants alive are the studio and the bathroom maybe. I haven't experimented, but there's a decent window in there. But my living room, because we always have blinds and stuff, there's a big window, but I feel like none of the plants do well in there because there's nowhere that I can put the plants where they're getting enough sunlight. And then the office, there's literally no window. There's like this tiny little window in the door, and we put stuff on it because it's use of the office, so we don't want that glare. And the kitchen, there's just nowhere to put a plant that it wouldn't be in the way. So this is where we're at. I'm just kind of experimenting. I'm new to plant stuff, so you know, that's just how it is. Also, I'm using my new camera for the first time, so I'm hoping I keep looking at the video, so I'm sorry if I'm looking a little bit sideways instead of looking at the lens. I'll try to be better about that. But hopefully the audio's good. Hopefully the video's good. I haven't messed around with settings as far as like white balance and stuff like that. I haven't gotten into that. I just kind of figured I'd break it out for this video or for this little clip, so why not? Anyway, I also got some soil. So I am going to attempt to repot this. I just thought maybe I'd film it. I don't know. Also, maybe we need a better angle. Is this better? Maybe. This one actually also has legs that'll attach to it, but I think I'm gonna do that after I get it potted. Oh, and the mess has already begun. I don't know why I'm doing it in this room. Seems like a bad idea. Yeah, see, can you see all those roots? Probably can't. Can you see them now? Look at all those roots. But I am going to try to break some of this off for the bathroom. Okay, so I have this little guy. I think we're just going to stick him in here. Because eventually it'll all grow this as well. Do I have a shovel? Yes. Why am I not using it? Because I don't feel like going to the garage and grabbing it. There, look. A little plant. Look at that. Oh, look at that autofocus. Nice, nice. So this one I'm going to try to put in my bathroom, and we'll see how that does. The instructions for this plant said not to put it in direct sunlight. I have a window in there, and I kind of want to put it on that windowsill. But it has that thing where it's, words. I don't know how to say it. It has like a design on it, right? So the light isn't coming straight through. It's like a little bit filtered. So I don't know if that'll be too much. I might have to move it out of the light if that happens. But I have this thing going over my toilet that like has shelves on it. So worst case scenario, I'll throw it on there. So we're switching to my phone because I think I accidentally, when I was charging it the last time, charging my camera the last time, I think I accidentally turned it on and then never turned it off. And so my battery died very, very quickly. So we're gonna switch to my phone for the rest of this potting adventure. Okay, so I got this guy potted. I think it looks nice. I do think probably in several months this pot will be too small and I'll have to like break it off into some more plants again or get a bigger pot. But I think this is like the perfect size. This is what it needs. It fit, the roots fit in there with probably like an inch or inch and a half maybe on all sides surrounding it. So I feel like it has room to grow, but it doesn't look too small for the pot, if that makes sense. My monstera over there, I feel like looks a little bit too small for that pot. I need some more leaves on that, guys. So if you have any tips for getting it to grow leaves, that would be great. Because I feel like it's surviving, but it's not thriving. And I don't know if that's just it's not getting enough sunlight, which is hard to do in this house, or what. So let's find a spot for these plants and clean up this mess. Okay, that's that. So now we have these like legs that I need to figure out. I mean, I guess I just go like this, but I definitely need a screwdriver. Hi friends, hopefully I am in focus. I'm still new to this camera that I'm using. Today is a Sunday and I am going to try to make Sundays art days. Obviously, not the entire day can be devoted to art. Sunday is also the day that I go grocery shopping, and I think it's also going to be the day that I brush my cats. I was trying to do it on Mondays, but I feel like I need my Monday to be a little more chill. So I'm going to add that to my Sunday. And then I would also typically go to church, but that's not happening. There have been a lot of COVID cases, not necessarily at church, but I had COVID and my stepdad has COVID, and there have been people at church who have had COVID, and I feel like I'd rather just play it safe in the meantime. So I did not go this week, but all the services and stuff are streamed online. So you can either watch it in the moment or you can go back and watch it on the YouTube channel. Anyway, the whole reason I got on here for this vlog is I'm going to attempt to do the Art Prof Dare every month. I don't know if I'll necessarily get to it, but I'm going to try. And Sundays are going to try to be my art days. So one Sunday a month, I'm going to focus on the Art Dare. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the Art Prof YouTube channel. If you're into art and want to learn about art, I definitely recommend going there. They do critiques, they do tutorials, things like that. So it's, even if you don't know a whole lot about art, you can learn something. Or if you know a ton about art, you can still take advantage of their critiques and things like that. Anyway, so they do a dare every month, which is basically just like an assignment as if you were in school. And I think I kind of need that because sometimes I just don't even know what to do. So if at least once a month I'm doing this one thing that they're telling me to do, it gives me some sort of schedule for my art stuff. So this month is, I don't really know what it's called. It's almost a graphic design challenge, but you're supposed to take a word and then illustrate that word using the letters. So what I'm thinking is to do the word vase and then take those letters and maybe like stack them on top of each other or sideways and then have flowers and plants coming up out of them. I'm not entirely sure, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I might play around with some other words too. I don't know that I've completely settled on that, but I like the idea of it. So it's kind of like if you've seen things. Cat's trying to play with my cord. Don't do that. Don't bite that. So it's kind of like those things where you see a word, but then there's like a picture in the word, or the word creates a picture that represents what that word is. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm trying to do today. So I have my sketchbook. I'm going to try to do some sketches, and then I'll probably illustrate it digitally unless I decide I would like to do it with markers or watercolor or something. So we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to watch YouTube. I don't know that I'll film a whole lot of this process, but maybe I'll film at least a little bit of it and we'll just speed right through it. Very least, I'll show you what it looks like in the end, and I'll show you my sketches. Alright guys, I am ending this vlog. I don't know if I ever showed you the end result of my Art Prof Dare, so if I didn't, I will try to pop that up somewhere so you can see it. Sorry there wasn't a whole lot going on in January because of the holidays, and then getting sick. I just didn't do a whole lot. So stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully there will be a little bit more going on. Yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.